Hi, it's Anthony from oqplay.com, and today we will be looking at the new VR cover for the Oculus Quest 2. So you've got the current Oculus Quest 2 headset and phone cover. I'm just going to take these side bits off so you can actually see the headset a bit better. So the stock facial interface has this kind of quite coarse foam to it compared to the original Quest, almost like neoprene inside of a wetsuit style of foam inside. And for me, in my recent review for the Quest, I kind of said that it was kind of like a coarse foam that over time it's that kind of foam that you can imagine peeling off and breaking off. So that's something I'm not a big fan of, but I am a big fan of VR cover and what they can provide for the Quest, especially the Quest 2. So very keen to check out what they are offering for the Quest 2. And luckily they're provided with a VR cover for the Quest 2 for us to check out. So I thought I'd do a quick video just to show you what's in the box, how to fit it, and what my early impressions of the actual face cover kit for the Quest 2. So let's have a quick look inside. So it's usual standard packaging from VR cover, which is always great. There's a bit of a piece of plastic just to keep everything together and not shake around. So this is the business end of the whole thing. This is the VR cover for the Quest 2. If you see my recent video for the facial interface version 2 for the Quest, the red one, you'll see that the nose piece is something that's very similar to that. Unfortunately, they've gone back to a more rigid facial interface. The plastic red one, which I'll get now. So this was the facial interface for the Quest, that almost the most latest one that VR cover released for the Quest. Just take the slim cover off. So basically this has got way more give to it, and what this helped with the cover is that it managed to almost create an immediate seal around the outside. It was weird that they chose red, but I know that they were exploring other colours for the Quest 2, but they fell back to doing this kind of grey colour, which personally I would have probably preferred if it was jet black rather than grey. But I guess this medical grade silicone nose piece was this colour previously in their silicone cover, and now they've basically brought out the same colour to match, I guess. But as you can see, it's got a lot more Velcro up in this top region here compared to here, less on the edges. The nose cover itself looks pretty much identical to the medium size that they made for the version 2 for the Quest, but generally this is a lot harder plastic. It's not got much give to it, and I really would have preferred if it had this much more flexible version. I don't know why they chose to go more rigid, but hopefully maybe another model they might revert to this style. But you can see the comparison there. There's a lot more interface connections going on here, probably similar to the actual stock Quest. It has that kind of structure to attach to it, and these 2 points at the bottom here as well. So we'll just do away for that one for now, and we'll do away for that. We'll look back at that in a second. Right, so you get the cover itself. We just had a brief look at that. A bit of VR cover branding on top that will poke out over the Quest, and this is the Velcro to attach 2 of the supplied covers. So let's just look at those. So you've got just a guide to tell you how to attach it to your Quest, and how to replace the nose guard to pull it apart or take it or put it back in. And then you get let's just cover this first. You get a free lens cover. We'll put that on the Quest in a second so you can see how that looks. And other than some hygiene covers too for free, so that's quite nice, but I never really use those, so we'll ignore that for now. So these are the new pads for the VR cover. You can see it's a lot thicker than what I was expecting. I was expecting, let's just bring out, this is the slim, no, this is the latest, the lowest, the thinnest one for their version 2 kit. And you can see the difference there, how much thinner it is. And I prefer the thinness because you get a much better field of view. You're a bit closer to the screen, and therefore the field of view just feels a little bit bigger. You do sacrifice on long-term comfort because this isn't that padded, but what I think they've done is if you took the thinnest of the two, which is this one, this padding is very I guess it's got more padding to it. You've got to think it's almost twice as thick, but it's on a smaller headset, so it's going to give you, wearing it, I'll tell you now, wearing it, you don't really get less field of view, but you don't get any more, so it's a bit halfway house, and maybe something this thin might give you more. So we'll try this on the actual headset itself, because it's just Velcro at the end of the day. We can chop and change. So what I'll do is I'll give you my impressions of the slim and see if the field of view is any better. But for now, the ones you get with the kit are these two sizes. Width wise, there's not really much in it. Obviously a lot thicker down below here, but obviously being thicker, it's going to push your face a little bit further away from the headset, and therefore your field of view might reduce slightly. But thankfully the foam is quite springy, forgiving, quite quick to return, so it's going to give you cushioning and it's going to give you comfort, especially in the long term. But personally, I went for the smallest version, so we'll pick this one and then we're going to attach it to the Quest, and I'll tell you how to fit it all together. Right, so we've got the Quest. I've taken the strap off just so it's easier to show you. So you would basically need to push them that away, and to do that away is a bit harder, so I always turn it over and push again away, and then this bit comes off. So we've got this, and you can see the stock foam interface. It has the same kind of system here. So what VR cover have done, have added some channels, so hopefully for better ventilation, whilst also keeping it structurally sound. So we're going to move that away for now, and then we're going to apply the cover. So it's probably best to do this without putting it on the Quest first. And what I find is that if you line up you want as much padding on your cheekbones, so you don't want it on this side of the cover, you want it on the bottom side, so you want to have the edge sitting as flush to that curve as possible. So if you just make a start and have it as close as you can on the edge there, and then basically stretch and pull, basically, because if you don't stretch and pull enough, you'll find that you'll run out and it won't be symmetrical. So just making sure that your end, because if you don't stretch and pull, you'll probably run a little bit too shy of the end and it won't be symmetrical. So we're just gonna bring this edge here over so it's on the lowest edge, and then we're going to bring this back, stretch it a little bit. There we go. So that's the slim cover attached to the facial interface there. So you can see you got these ridges, which is a shame because that's going to give you a little bit of Quest face over time. It's a shame that it's not a bit more smoother, and you might get that with the slim cover instead, so we'll try that in a minute. But and then it's a case of literally slotting it back in again until it clicks into place. Now before I do that, I'll just show you the VR cover eye lenses because they're a bit of a mission to put on. And you can see they're ridged, and that's just purely just so they can actually fit. That's probably the wrong way around. They just fit nicely in there. It's probably too big for, I reckon. It could be a bit cut less of it around here so it actually fits, because you'll see when you put the phone, the actual cover back on, to fit this is a bit tricky. You have to like almost like push it in, and it's not perfect. It's not really that perfect. You're sort of throwing it in. It's not too bad, but it's not the best. Anyway, so that's it in a nutshell. The VR cover on the side. So you can see it's a bit grey. It's not like jet black. Would be nice if it was pure black to match the black of the like Elite strap and things. But yeah, it's not too bad. But it cushions well, and it's definitely a lot softer than the stock interface that you get with it. So it's definitely worth the upgrade. I'll just test out the field of view with the smaller version. So I'm just going to remove this. You might also find that the other covers for the Quest, with the Quest being slightly bigger, it might not be a brilliant fit. As you can see already, it's very there's not a lot to it. So I'm going to put a lot of the excess size on the edges. How's that going to work? I'll do it like that for now. So again, it's not being made for this, but that's pretty much the Quest 1 Slim from the version 2 of the facial interface kit for the Quest on the Quest 2 VR cover. There's not much space, like that's probably why it's a lot thicker up there. You can see a bit of plastic here, so that's probably not great, but you definitely get a bigger field of view, I find. You do get slight improvement in field of view with this, but again, it's not a perfect fit, and even if you fitted it right, you'll get this nose piece, this bit sticking into your nose most likely. Let's just try it. So you're going to get these little bits sticking into the edges there, which again you cannot feel that. It's not too bad. We have to give it some tests and see how that plays out, but it's not too bad. But again, it's very close to this, but if you want a better field of view, you want to go a little bit thinner. Alright, so that's a quick overview of the VR cover for the Oculus Quest. I hope you found this helpful. If you have, give us a like and subscribe. It really helps us out, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.